So I'm in the happy situation of being able to show you guys the playtest kit for a game that I've had on hand for a long time by our own Carl Fung that has now been green-lighted for production. Another TCS game is on the docks. This one is Goose Green. It's the green light thing. As you can see, it's a single map. I've just got the original playtest map encounters out here, and pretty much all the forces are already out at the start. So this is a very big map with room to maneuver, a lot of room to have to cover, and not a whole lot of counters. We've got one battalion attacking as the British, and then more than that defending as the Argentine side. Here the Brits are coming. The Brits are in green. It's you can see three different companies. Here's 1, 2, 3, and some supporting units of the parachute battalion. I think it was the second. And then the Argentinian units are set up and kind of in depth. Goose Green is down here. And this setup here that's just how I've set up for this little playthrough, but there's a couple other locations that you can set up the Argentinian forces. And the Brits have to write up their op sheet first. Now, in some games, such as Ariete, which just came out, the op sheets are important, but they're not as crucial. Also working on the Vietnam game, which you'll hear good things about coming soon too. And in that one, we often recommend using the command line situation. With this game, you're going to want to have your op sheet chops, because the Brits have a lot to do in a day, and there's a lot that can go wrong. I can't really see the units too well here. We'll get in super close. They're in move mode anyway. But essentially, they have some pretty good firepower. The infantry does. Great morale of 1, but lousy support. There's not much artillery support. The mortars have limited ammunition. The Harriers had a real hard time because of the weather at sea, making themselves useful. And actually, the Argentinians have more of that. And if you come over here, you can see that the airport there is covered with units that are flak. And there's actually all sorts of stuff, but bad morale, and the firepower is not as good. So the Brits have an issue. They have to run very tight op sheets, not a lot of flexibility, have to take lots of possible things into account, and cover all this ground in a day. Now, they get to start in the morning, in several turns of nighttime as they proceed. But it's not a joke. Now, I don't have much experience playing this yet. I've had it on hand many years. It's coming back, and I'll be able to report more once I've had this on the table a little longer. And I think we'll be having some more testers come up and should be able to report on that too. But I'm looking forward to this game. If you're tired of games that are too big, say something like Day of Days. I don't know why I would think of that. That's just huge and monstrous. This is the exact opposite. You got room to breathe. You've got time to write very careful op sheet or two. Op sheets are going to be crucial in this game. So those, and you don't have to spend all the time moving division upon division. So it should be a great addition to the lineup. I'm happy to be working and developing this, and we'll have it out for playtesting soon. And it's slated for production. Hasn't gone up yet for the list, but you'll be hearing about that soon.